Alright, what's up guys? I just wanted to show a quick comparison. So I did just get in the old 2011 version of the Batman Begins Batman, and it's got the, this is actually a custom cape that it came with. It's one of the reasons why I got it. The Jackson Zoo cape, which does look pretty good, but I mainly just wanted to show these two figures side by side. And yeah, with the lighting in here, it's not showing the Bruce Wayne head sculpt very well, as you can see, but I mainly just wanted to kind of show the difference between the suit texture. And so just a quick update, I did decide to go ahead and keep the new one and just display them like that in the first night out version. But if you look at the two side by side, you can see the texture of the suit on the old one versus the new one. And this definitely has more of a dark sheen to it. And yeah, so you can kind of see that in just over 10 years, Hot Toys has not really progressed much. Now I will say the movement on this one, on this guy, is a lot better on the new one. So the joints, the articulation is much better, whereas with this guy, it's like you try to move his arms up, so he just kind of goes like that. But here you see he holds the pose. So the suit has a more durable, it's a little harder. Kind of hear the texture of it. Here it's softer. And so you think this would be more restrictive. It's a little harder, it's a little thicker. But it allows for better articulation. I don't know if it's just a better body underneath or what it is, but the articulation is much better on the new one. But with expensive figures like this, or like these, aesthetics are everything, and so you can kind of see the difference. Now, you apparently can take rubbing alcohol and rub this down and make it look more like this. I was thinking about doing that. I'm still kind of on the fence, especially since I'm just going to display it like this. I'm not quite as worried about having it more of a gray contrast between the suit and the cape and all that. I mean, I might just leave it like it might just be okay leaving it like this. But if this were the only Batman Begins Batman that I had, then I would probably consider doing that to make it look more like this. It should look more like that anyway. So that's both of them standing together. And this one is holding his grapnel gun, which on the new one did not come with, because again, just Hot Toys cheaped out on us. So a lot of fans are angry. A lot of you guys that have commented on these videos and in the Facebook groups are very angry about this, and I think rightfully so. It's just not, it's not right, and I think as a result this figure will not sell nearly as well as it would have otherwise, even being a quote-unquote exclusive, only available through Sideshow. I predict, and I could be wrong, but I predict it'll take pretty long time to sell out. It may even be one of those that gets free shipping or reduced shipping and that kind of thing, just to get it to sell out. But I mean, just overall it's not bad though. I mean, you can put the cape and cowl on it, put it on the shelf, and it looks okay, but it doesn't look as good as this guy, even if I had the regular stock cape back on him. And I mean, this is 2011, for crying out loud. This is 2022. So Hot Toys can do far better than this. Many of you have made comparisons. You look at other videos. I think it was there was a reviewer, Mr. Mom, I think his name was, that did a really good review of this figure and compared it to the DX19. There's been other comparisons to the DX19, so the DX19 isn't quite perfect, but it shows us at least what Hot Toys is capable of, and it's much better than this figure. So I mean, this figure is okay, but this is Hot Toys, and we're talking almost $300 after tax and shipping, so we're paying for more than just okay. And so we're talking $255 at Sideshow right now, and this guy was I forget, I want to say either 220 or 235. I couldn't even find the list. The listing's not even available anymore on Sideshow. But yeah, I owned this figure for years and then sold it when this guy went up for pre-order, and I got him and wound up kind of regretting that. So I got this guy back. Thankfully, this one does not have the ankle issues. This ankle, when it arrived, was actually popped out of the socket, but thankfully it popped back in. But neither of these feet or ankles are very sturdy. So if you do get this older version and you don't have it already, keep that in mind. Be very careful with the ankles. Ask the seller that you buy it from, are the ankles okay? Or be ready to fix it if it comes like that. So again, with this guy, you can put rubbing alcohol on him and make the suit look more like that. But as some commenters have pointed out, you shouldn't have to do that with a figure this expensive. And some people were hesitant, including myself, to apply rubbing alcohol to the suit of a almost $300 figure. Which again, for me, I got him at a bit of a discount because of rewards and whatnot. But still, assuming you pay close to $300 for this guy, it's just not even near being worth it. So there they are together. Then, just for a special guest appearance. Oh, by the way, this is the head sculpt of the 2011 version. And so this 2011 head sculpt is pretty darn good. I forget who it was. Someone said they were going to use this head sculpt for their for that third party Bruce Wayne that came with the Ra's al Ghul 2-pack. I have that 2-pack and may use this head sculpt on that one, on that League of Shadows 2-pack, since I'm not going to be using it here. But I mean, this head sculpt is excellent. Probably slightly better than this one, but look at this one for being over 10 years old. That's pretty awesome. But I also wanted to show, just for comparison's sake, this is the Takara version from 2006. So this is far older than either of these. This came out not long after the movie came out. But look at that. They got the clips right. The clips are actually attached to the cowl. And the cowl, the head sculpt, actually has the proper shape, which the Hot Toys version does not. So I mean, this of course is an older figure, and it's inaccurate in some other ways. I mean, you see what they did with the boots there. It's kind of wonky, and if you look at the ab section versus this, you know, they didn't quite get the armor all right, and the figure overall is too thin. But still, we're talking a figure that's over 15 years old. And yet, even it doesn't have all the issues that the Hot Toys versions do. So, I mean, the clips are actually in the right place, and the cowl's the right shape. That's mainly what I wanted to show you. And this being as old as it is, and being by a different company. So, if you're not happy with the Hot Toys versions, I mean, this is another one. This can be had at its original retail pretty easily on eBay, which is, you know, like below 150 shipped. So I wanted to give that guy a special guest appearance. I don't know if I'll keep the Takara or not. I was going to use the Takara as like the first night out version. And the Bruce Wayne head sculpt is, of course, not very good, but I was going to just put the balaclava, the mask, over that and call it good. But so I don't know if I'll keep it now or not, but it's definitely got its pluses, but you know, especially considering how old it is. As old as the movie itself almost. So anyway, it just kind of gives you all a comparison. Hopefully that those of you who are on the fence, depending on what your situation is, if you're thinking about getting one of these and what the pros and cons are, hopefully that helps a little bit and helps to see the old and new Hot Toys versions side by side. So wanted to show you all that real quick. And thank you all very much. See you in the next one.